Good day, sir. My name is Arianici Aquino, G2B. Rule number 18. Responsibilities between vessels, except where Rule 9, Rule 10, and Rule 13 otherwise require. A power-driven vessel under way shall keep out of the way of a vessel not under command. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. A vessel engaged in fishing. A sailing vessel. A sailing vessel under way shall keep out of the way of a vessel not under command. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. A vessel engaged in fishing. A vessel engaged in fishing when under way shall, so far as possible, keep out of the way of a vessel not under command. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. Any vessel other than a vessel not under command or a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel constrained by her draught, exhibiting the signals in Rule 28. A vessel constrained by her draught shall navigate with particular caution, having full regard to her special condition. A safe lane on the water shall on general keep well clear of all vessels and avoid impeding their navigation. In circumstances, however, where risk of collision exists, she shall comply with the rules of this part. A WIG or WIG craft shall, when taking off, landing, and in flight near the surface, keep well clear of all other vessels and avoid impeding their navigation. A WIG craft operating on the water surface shall comply with the rules of this part as a power-driven vessel. Rule number 19. Conduct of vessels in restricted visibility. This rule applies to vessels not in sight of one another when navigating in or near an area of restricted visibility. Every vessel shall proceed at a safe speed adapted to the prevailing circumstances and condition of restricted visibility. A power-driven vessel shall have her engines ready for immediate maneuver. Every vessel shall have due regard to the prevailing circumstances and condition of restricted visibility when complying with the rules of Section 1 of this part. A vessel which detects by radar alone the presence of another vessel shall determine if a close quarters situation is developing and or risk of collision. If so, she shall take avoiding action in ample time, provided that when such actions consist of an alteration of course, so far as possible the following shall be avoided: an alteration of course to port for a vessel forward of the beam other than for a vessel being overtaken, an alteration of course towards a vessel abeam or abaft the beam, except where it has been determined that a risk of collision does not exist. Every vessel which hears apparently forward of her beam the fog signal of the another vessel, or which cannot avoid a close quarters situation with another vessel forward of her beam, shall reduce her speed to minimum at which she can be kept on her course. She shall, if necessary, take all her way off and in any event navigate with extreme caution until danger of collision is over. Next is rule number 20. Application. Rules in this part shall be complied with in all weathers. The rules concerning lights shall be complied with from sunset to sunrise, and during such times no other lights shall be exhibited, except such lights as cannot be mistaken for the lights specified in these rules or do not impair their visibility or distinctive character, or interfere with the keeping of a proper lookout. The light prescribed by these rules shall, if carried, also be exhibited from sunrise to sunset in restricted visibility, and may be exhibited in all other circumstances when it is deemed necessary. The rules concerning ships shall be complied with by day. The lights and shapes specified in these rules shall comply with the provision of Annex 1 to this regulation. Next is rule number 21. Definitions. Masthead light means a white light placed over the fore and aft center line of the vessel, showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 225 degrees and so fixed as to show the light from right ahead to 22.5 degree above the beam on either side of the vessel. Side lights means a green light on the starboard side and a red light on the port side, each showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 112.5 degrees and so fixed as to show the light from the right ahead to 22.5 degrees above the beam on any respective side. In a vessel of less than 20 meters in length, the side lights may be combined in one lantern carried on the fore and aft center line of the vessel. Stern light means a white light placed as nearly as practicable at the stern, showing an unbroken light of an arc of the horizon of 135 degrees and so fixed as to show the light 667.5 degrees from light aft of each side of the vessel. Towing light means a yellow light having the same characteristic as the stern light defined in paragraph C of this rule. All-round light means a light showing unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 360 degrees. Flashlight means a light flashing at regular intervals at a frequency of 120 flashes or more per minute. Next is rule number 22. Visibility of lights. The lights prescribed in this rule shall have an intensity as specified in section of 8 Annex 1 to this regulation so as to be visible at the following minimum ranges. In vessels of 50 meters or more in length, a masthead light 6 miles, a side light 3 miles, a stern light 3 miles, a towing light 3 miles, a white, red, green, or yellow all-around light 3 miles. In vessels of 12 meters or more in length but less than 50 meters in length, a masthead light 5 miles, except that where the length of the vessel is less than 20 meters, 3 miles, a side light 2 miles, a stern light 2 miles, a towing light 2 miles, a white, red, green, or yellow all-round light 2 miles. In vessel of less than 12 meters in length, a masthead light 2 miles, a side light 1 mile, a stern light 2 miles, a towing light 2 miles, a white, red, green, or yellow or round light 2 miles. An inconspicuous partly submerged vessel or object being towed, a white all-around light 3 miles. That's all. Thank you for listening.